Let me do a low taper, the lowest taper possible. Keep the top the same length. I'm doing a 3 to 4 week woof, so cut nothing off the top. And then let me get a goatee. If you're new here, my name is Dane. I create self-haircutting and grooming content here on YouTube. Alright, so for the next few weeks, I'm going to be woofing, but I still want to look presentable. Woofing is just letting your hair grow out, and people do it for multiple reasons. For me, I'm doing it to deepen my wave pattern, primarily the wave pattern around my crown area. And then I also want to keep the taper as low as possible because yes, I still want to look presentable during the woof, but I also want to make sure that I'm cutting as little into the wave pattern as possible, or fading as little into the wave pattern as possible. So I set my first guideline that I'm going to do no guard, completely open, and I typically go about a 1/2 inch to 1 inch above that first guideline. But because I'm trying to keep the taper as low as possible, I probably go 1/4 inch above that first guideline. Even though it gives me less real estate to work with, it helps me keep the taper as low as possible. So what you see me doing here is blending that first guideline. So I'm using a no guard half closed to completely closed to get that first line out. So then I'm going to do a number 1 completely closed, and I'm going to use the corner of the clipper. Especially for the sides, you don't want to use the whole clipper because you're going to make some strong lines in your fade. The goal here is to keep the fade as low as possible, to use the corner of the clipper and flick. Then I'm going to do a number 2 closed, and all I'm trying to do is to create a better transition from the wave into the fade. The highest I'll go here is the bottom of the first wave pattern. I don't want to go into the wave at all, but I want to create a good transition from the waves to the fade. On the back, this is the highest I'll go as well. So I'm done fading the sides, but I want to make sure I continue working on that top line in the back. So I did a number 2 closed, which is the highest I'll go. Then I'm going to do a number 1.5 closed. Then I'm going to do a 1 open, and hopefully at that point that top line is gone. Then you have your half guard. I typically go half closed to completely closed. Be careful here, you don't want to make any strong lines. By the time I get to completely closed, you'll see me using a lot more of the corner of the clipper than the whole clipper itself. well on my way. Yeah. Tap the one so far away.